Other interesting business news, Cadillac Escalade to get an update and production increase. Long live the V8. It is great. Remember, if it rhymes, it's probably true. Not a statement of truth. But nevertheless, this is some good news, especially if you're a shareholder of General Motors, because remember, EVs are trash, physically speaking, for profit for pretty much every company except Tesla. I mean, remember, Ford lost $132,000 per EV sold Q2 2024. Granted, they will get to profitability. It looks like they're moving in the right direction, but it takes a lot of time. And you're going to be having a lot of losses. So the only way you can make money to actually fund the stuff is the good old gas engines that I was about to say they perfected, but these companies have a lot of recalls. Let's be honest. Toyota and Honda mostly perfected. Though, with the big three at Detroit, they made the V8 great. And this is brought to us thanks to CNBC. Michael Wayland over there says GM to increase production of the high-performance Cadillac Escalade V8 SUV. Which, again, they're talking about the V, which is even better, more horsepower. That looks like the automaker will also increase production of the V Series performance model, which currently tops out more than, oh my gosh, this is why shareholders should be writing Mary Barra every day. Stop selling garbage, sell more Cadillacs. These start, again, this is the top performance model for the Cadillac Escalade V at $152,000. Bear in mind, it's General Motors, so they share a lot of parts with the good old Chevy Suburban, Tahoe, XY Banana Falcon, whatever they call the trim levels these days. They have so many model numbers, but yeah, there's a lot of parts compatibility. Granted, yes, they do a little bit more tech and a little bit more stuff into Cadillac and a little better leather. But at the end of the day, it is one of the most profitable things. That's why every automotive manufacturer, with the exception of one or two, they have the regular brand, then they have the premium brand, with a lot of parts being shared over, and the premium brand makes a lot of the company's profit. Because again, people are willing to pay more for perceived over value, and they have some nice components as well. Granted, I'm not sure if I would ever want this SUV because it only has two pedals, which is as boring as all hell. But nevertheless, if I won the lottery, maybe do a stick shift option on that. But nevertheless, back to the article. They say, quote, the Cadillac Escalade is crucial for GM as well because it's a highly profitable company and the flagship full-size SUV. And it looks pretty good. I'm not an SUV guy, but it looks much more angular. It is, I mean, the hood or the front grille, probably the size of my whole car. Oh, I mean, the surface area, perhaps. I mean, a little Honda Civic. I only partially kid. Now, they say, quote, GM will increase the production of Cadillac Escalade V Series performance model as part of the updates. Now, the only sad part is, again, this is something Dodge would do back in the day when Dodge was, they really went all out and put V8s into everything and stick shifts. Again, it would be crazy. However, hear me out. What if you had the Cadillac Escalade V Series Blackwing, which is their top trim performance level, and they put a stick shift in it? They'd probably sell 18, maybe 20, but they could probably charge 100 grand more. I mean, there are passionate people who want the stick shift. Again, the last stick shift SUV is I guess you have the Ford Bronco, and performance. And when you find them, they are always expensive. As far as I know, is the Porsche Cayman, Cayenne. Was it the GTS? A V8 with a stick shift and an SUV. I think 2009 was last year they made that. And those things always go for like 50 to 60 grand with 100,000 miles. I know this because every couple of years I always contemplate getting an SUV. My friends tell me I need an SUV to haul IT gear when we go to data center sometime, but I partially digress. They say that, quote, the new SUV features a 55-inch diagonal display across the dash, including a passenger-only screen, an executive package for a second row power seats, doors, large 24-inch wheels. Louise. That's ridiculous. But they also have Jeff Roth, the VP of Cadillac, saying, quote, the Escalade has always been about American craftsmanship, technology, and performance, and continually raised the standard of full-size SUV luxury since its introduced 25 years ago. The Escalade is a crucial vehicle for Cadillac, as well as for the brand parent GM, as the highly profitable flagship of the company's large SUV lineup. GM has led in the U.S. market share for full-size SUVs for decades, which it is one of the few things that American automotive manufacturers still excel at. They pretty much scrapped every small car, partially because, again, they're much less profitable, and they have a lot of reliability issues in general, but even more with the cars. Man, that kind of looks so weird to me. Unfortunately, it looks like what is it? Yeah, it is. Maybe it's the future to some folks, but not for me. Yeah, the whole dashboard is just one giant, probably an OLED display, which It's very futuristic. That is a very interesting design aspect. They say that many of the design tweaks for the 2025 model year include a sleeker front lighting and large interior screen, better lined the gas motor with a upcoming what the heck? An upcoming all electrical version of the vehicle. What? Why would you do that to me, GM? I'm kidding, kind of. But the cost of EVs, how much will they have to charge for the Cadillac Escalade EV? And how many will people realistically want to buy it? Is it probably the same number of people who would want to buy a stick shift V8 Escalade? Maybe. They say that the gas-powered 2025 Escalade will continue to be powered by two 6.2-liter V8 engines, and including the supercharged V-Series performance with capabilities of 682 horsepower and 653 foot-pounds of torque. Cadillac said it will increase production of the 2025 Escalade V-Series, which was introduced 2 years ago, after not being able to meet demand for the current model year. They declined to specify the actual statistics about the actual numbers. Cadillac also said, we are increasing production to help meet customer demand for the pinnacle of Escalade performance, luxury, and craftsmanship. Now they say that, quote, GM is pricing for 2025 models to be available closer to the vehicle's launch. Current prices range from $81,000 for the entry-level model to more than $152,000 for the V-Series. The all-electric Cadillac IQ is expected to start about $130K when it goes on sale next year, which actually doesn't sound enough. I'm not sure how much profit they'll make off of that. Almost sounds too reasonable. They say that the Escalade will continue to be produced in GM's Arlington assembly plant in the great state, or some might argue this great country of Texas, or some people call it Texas, along with full-size SUVs from GM Chevrolet as well as GMC, which also share the platform and most of the components with the Cadillac model. See, go to the website right now. It looks pretty cool. Got a little video on the main Cadillac website. I don't know. To me, I hate touchscreens because it's technology inherently breaks, and I can just imagine how will you ever get even more difficulty with long-term maintenance of those vehicles when you're trying to find a screen that's been out of production for like 10 to 20 years. Let's see what else. And geez, look how big that screen is. Or screens. There's many, many, many. So it's interesting that they're adding an EV option. I suspect they'll still sell mostly V8s. Again, I mean, the batteries are going to have to be huge. I'm not sure what kind of range you're going to get. But let me know in the comments, would you ever buy a Cadillac Escalade that's an EV, or would you only want the V8? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.